There is justice coming towards you for someone, could be several people, really trying to mess with your dreams and your goals. Because you're really focused and you really know who you are and you're very intuitive. Blue is coming out very strongly here. And you kind of just move away from the BS. And people don't like that because you reflect the chaos within them, that they're not even going anywhere because they don't have a place to even start, because they haven't thought about it. These people only think about other people and being negative and poisonous within their community. They don't think about and getting attention and getting short victories here, but they don't actually like contribute. It's like they don't really give their thoughts, they don't really speak and help around them. And they're not very positive towards themselves. I'm seeing here that like a better time of sleep is coming towards you because it's like you feel like all eyes are on you. You feel like there's a lot of eyes on you. There's like people watching you, but I'm seeing that you're kind of elevating and vibrating a bit higher. So you're going to become a little bit more energetically invisible to those people. They're kind of trying. As you can see, you may feel like they're kind of trying to really monitor you, maybe see flies in your place or whatever, but they come just as they go as just as quick as they've come. Uh, Maybe before it wasn't really like that because it's your boundaries are very strong and your emotional walls here and your ancestors are really pulling for you here. It could be at least there's some of you has three ancestors here, one that's younger as well. And they were people that were never left alone. They were someone in the public eye. They were someone who really wanted to go towards their dreams and maybe weren't fully able to realize their dreams fully. But I'm hearing that one of your ancestors did to a certain extent. They did something in terms of going to school to become a lawyer. For some of you, it's in being an actor, an actress. One of your ancestors, they went to, California here, and they made it pretty big. But then something came. Some of you it was like a death. They died younger. But what I'm seeing is like there's justice for your lineage, and then for others of you, this was someone who was becoming a lawyer. So it's gonna they became a judge, they became a lawyer, or they when they passed away, there was laws that were enacted because of them. So they did make a shift, but it was bittersweet. So you're coming towards rest easy though. Like I know you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you, but rest is the most important thing because you're gonna be able to realize your dreams, your long term dreams here. I know it's been hard because people won't tell you, and you don't feel like there's that communication and trust in you, but you're very solid. And that scares people because you have dedication and motivation. You don't give up and you have strategies and you've been through like so many disappointments and like the odds been stacked against you here relentlessly here, but you don't give up. Like you continue to invest. You might have lost money a few times, but then God came back into money and you spend money and people are like, why is that person spending like that? They can't afford to do that, but it always comes back to you like tenfold. It's because you're stimulating the energy, you're stimulating the economy, but you're also in the spiritual sense. It's like you allow money to flow like water, and that is the secret to maintaining and making money, as well as working with beliefs subconsciously and other factors as well outside of our control, obviously, as well. But what I'm seeing is here the sun. So it's a better times coming for you, an easier time, more flow, not having to feel like you have to balance everything. You have to be the rock for everyone. Maybe things will be a little bit more chaotic, but I'm seeing like you've planted the seeds and you've done a lot of work on terms of your self-esteem and the thoughts that you tell yourself. So I'm seeing new opportunities coming towards you, money, new opportunities, investors, people coming towards you because you have this passion and you're going to be pulling up to the front. And people are going to be really watching you pulling up to the front here. You might be able to, yeah, it seems like there's going to be more offers or whatever, and things might be a little bit feel like more topsy-turvy, but you're someone who's dealt with a lot of disappointments, and I'm seeing that things come happening in your favor and helping you with your favor. You have a lot of strength, so don't take on too much, but there's going to be things coming at you fast here, yes. Don't cave into pressure. Keep yourself grounded here. Not every answer needs a response the way that other people think. Stay true to yourself when it comes to people throwing daggers at you or saying things to you. Okay? Like someone might tell you should do it this way or you should not do it that way. Stay true to yourself right now. What feels most what feels the most harmonious and aligned with you. I wouldn't try anything new when it comes to doing something different with that, especially if it's reactive here. Because I'm seeing a good cycle though. I'm seeing enough good things happening that it's going to be harder to trigger you. Because there'll be a lot more things that you can look forward to, that you can rely on, more support here. Yeah, it seems like there's justice, and there's going to be people that are going to have a lot of explaining to do, is what I'm hearing. They're going to be being caught red handed here. They've skipped a lot of justice, and the justice that they're going to be getting now, it might not be legal, it may be legal, but either way, it's going to be one of the more, it's going to be a harder justice because they didn't own up to it and they continue to do it, and it was malicious. So they've been caught red handed here. They think they're a lot slicker than they are, but when you get greedy and you do it to other people too, as well as your spiritual team is very, they don't play about you. Your ancestors do not play about you here. You're very creative. You're meant to be seen, and you will be seen here at the star card. Like, that is not going to change. There's no one that can come in between that. And then Lover's card came out too here. Some of you, I'm seeing number 6. You could be a life path 3 or a life path 6 here. But some of you are something to do with performing here yourself, but definitely being seen for what you do and recognized, because you do something outside the box. You do something different that people can't even put their finger on. It's like a new wave. It's a new category. It's almost a new genre. You're ahead of your time. You're ahead of your time, but you've had a lot of past lives with some type of performing musical ability or skill here, especially when it comes to thinking in words and writing, though, especially because I'm getting the swords. And also cups energy is coming up very strongly, so your ability to love and bring soul and spirit to things and really bring things alive. It's not flat with you, you know. Things are multi-dimensional. There's a heart to it too, like a genuine honest heart to it, and humility here that it's hard to fake. It's authentic. You know, it's not something that you do because it's trending or it's because it's popular or because it's familiar to people. It's just how you are. It's how you've been raised, or it's just how you've always believed in your, you know, the values that you always had for yourself. And that really inspires people to have those same values, especially for people who feel like they've had to be a certain way to get along in environments. It's not easy, you know, but I do feel like at least if they feel like they can't do that yet, they can see that they don't have to be that way to be successful. So that's what I'm hearing. You're just like really, really have been relentless about bringing closure to yourself and justice to yourself and others when things have gone wrong in terms of discrimination. You've really spoke up, and those seeds that you planted, those complaints that you kind of said before that you felt like got nowhere, is going to make a big difference now, because something is coming in that's trending, you know, to a certain extent, that people are going to be looking now at something that should have been relevant there then because of mistreatment, but now we'll get more of a spotlight because something bigger has happened in the world that people, they've deemed newsworthy, when it should have started, it should have been stopped like the very beginning, and it wasn't. So if you would like more of your own personal reading, check out my pin post on my profile. Ciao.